Today we're going to be talking about Unit 3, Development and Learning. Specifically, we'll be focusing on gender milestones in society. Some reflexes that can be seen in infants is the rooting reflex, which is when a baby turns its head towards the touch and opens their mouth to seek a nipple. Babinski is when the sole of the foot is stroked, the infant toes curl and extends in and out. Moro is when startled by a loud noise, the baby extends their limbs out and their back is arched. Grasping is when the infant closes its hand and clings onto objects in their palm. It's important to note that there are critical periods for a child to learn certain information. For an infant, this is reflected through the developmental plasticity graph or the sensitivity period graph. As time progresses, it becomes incredibly hard for children to start learning new material, which is why it's so critical throughout the early moments. There are also milestones for adolescence. This is marked by puberty. Puberty begins the reproductive ability and the sexual maturity in adolescence. This is represented through menarche and spermarche. Menarche is a woman's first menstrual period around ages 11 to 13, and spermarche is a man's first ejaculation around 13 to 14. Primary sex characteristics are reproductive sexual characteristics including external features like genitalia, ovaries in women, and testes in men. Secondary sex characteristics are non-reproductive characteristics that include enlarged breasts and hips in women and change in voice quality and body hair in men. As we age, our reproductive years come to an end. This happens around years 40 to 50, and it's called menopause and andropause. Menopause marks the end of a woman's reproductive years through a decline in estrogen, while men suffer from andropause, which is decline in male hormones such as testosterone, and it reduces muscle mass. Gender roles in society have developed over time through cultural ideas of femininity and masculinity. This resulted in the cross-cultural variations where gender expectations are not universal. Historically, society was constructed to strict reproductive rules leading to stereotypes. Women were typically subject to nurturing and being emotional, while men were assertive and logical. It's important to note that children will learn societal roles and labels during this time. Gender roles vary, and especially in identity. General nonconformity is when individuals do not follow traditional societal expectations or stereotypes regarding expectations made by others. Androgyny is appearance or presentation blurs, mixes, or exists between feminine and masculine characteristics. Transgender are individuals whose identity differs from their assigned birth sex, or they identify with another gender than their biological. As we learn about gender identity, it's important to note that sexual orientation does play a part in identity. Heterosexuals is the attraction towards the opposite sex, while homosexual is the attraction towards the same sex. Bisexual is the attraction towards both sexes, while pansexual is the attraction to any gender identity or sex. It's mainly personality-based. Asexual is when an individual has no attraction to either sex. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you learned something about gender and society.